Sarah Burke dies of cardiac arrest. Oh my. Sarah Burke gave her all until she could give no more, dying of cardiac arrest following her accidental fall while training for the halfpipe in Utah. Common sense dictates that with a barrage of news from all media mediums hitting us constantly, that we make note of this under the tragic category and move on. But the fact that the unfortunate failed trick landing seemed rather innocuous at first, coupled with her being in the prime and peak years of her life, rendered this death as a shocking reminder that life is precious and no matter what we do, and that we had better be thankful every morning upon awakening. Sarah Burke is now out of the ski world and ineligible for further future earthly accolades and awards, but her exploits in freestyle skiing excellence will burn forever brightly in her fans' hearts. She was a competitor with a code of classy conduct. Nobody, but nobody, anywhere, anytime, could ever read of this woman's passing and harbor a small smile or an unkind thought. All Sarah Burke did was share in prowess in her pastime of passionate half-pipe skiing performances, and share of her time and energies to promote her sport far and wide, culminating with its acceptance for the 2014 Winter Olympic Games in Russia. And who knows how many young girls Sarah taught in coaching camps she inspired to follow in her footsteps, if not exactly as a skier par excellence, then in any walk of life they so chose, embracing her relish for pushing limits, raising standards, uplifting moods, and smothering the humdrum. French hero Charles de Gaulle had it wrong when he said, "One cannot judge life until death." Sarah Burke was not only judged by her peers in the skiing world and found to have had no peers, she was, being in the public eye constantly, favorably scrutinized by casual observers and aficionados alike. Death for such a vital, vivacious woman seems like a cruel, capricious punishment. It's hard to get one's head around as to why she had to go at this particular moment in time. Who but the fickle fates of fortune would dictate that this be so? Hard as it may be, it's best not to bleedingly complain, but to somehow accept. But surely this doesn't fit with the normal cycle of nature and the normal manner of things. It's harsh, jarring, disturbing, perplexing. Douglas MacArthur, in his befitting, blunt way, unknowingly described and delineated Sarah Burke from so many of us. Only those are fit to live who are not afraid to die. As she lived on the edge of a very risky sport, she certainly didn't shy away from challenges most of us would dare not contemplate, let alone face. A day in her life, whether it be in training or in the ultimate test of competition, would be, like for so many of us, 1,000 days of working out of the gym, going through the motions. Few of us know what sensations she must have felt: exhilaration, disappointment, anger, joy, some internalized, but all laid out there with every run in her championship career. The powers that be placed her near death's door. The medical experts put her into an induced coma. But one could hazard a guess that even if she had been conscious and aware of the imminent and eminent difficulties she faced, not once would she have had regrets for a life not lived to the fullest. Did she miss a day, not show up metaphorically or literally? It would seem unlikely. Did she misspend a day, let it waste away? Probably not. She packed in more in her brief life, both in sports and philanthropy, than most of us might in our lifetime if we don't resolve to do something about that. Most of us will never be at the top of our chosen professions, but if we can strive for a standard of competence that escapes us now and work diligently to close that gap, we too would share these attributes of which Sarah, in starting out in her skiing journey, must have faced as an up-and-coming youngster. No doubt youthful optimism and good cheer helped her in her rise to skiing greatness. With her clear head and bright personality, she will, for sure, be able to regale her comrades in the stars of days of trips, trouble and toil, at Horseman Glacier for example, eventually blooming, putting pedal to the metal to bountiful golden days with dutifully deserved gold X Games medals. In a sport like freestyle skiing, deception is held captive by transparency and visibility. You can't fake a great trick. You either nailed it or you didn't. So too, there can be hardly any deception or mixed messages or thoughts about the passing of Sarah Burke. It is, if one can find a bright light in this dark awfulness, as if a skiing aerial angel was promoted into a celestial one. God is a busy soul. To paraphrase Mark Twain, God may not have attended to or been aware of Sarah Burke's life, but did write a nice letter saying he approved of it. Her coach, Trenton Painter, has this sweet, complete tweet. She's in every snowflake, every ray of sunshine, every breeze. More than ever, now and always, I believe in Sarah. The litany of her achievements are staggering. Not so staggering, however, of learning of her extremely untimely passing. For this, a tragedy so unexpected, words cannot wrap the wound or ease the pain of incomprehension and incredulity. It might be propitious to pledge a duty to live life to our best in whatever arena that may be, and that may please Sarah Burke, for that was and will remain her destiny. Sarah Burke was 29.